Hey guys, it's Vanessa. I'm recording this for the I don't know what time, so I'm just going to try to get through it because I'm not trying to edit. But anyways, I'm doing the much awaited review for the Soleil Tan de Chanel Bronze Universal Makeup Base. Not to be confused with just Bronze Universal, which I guess was a earlier released version of this product. But what I've been told is that they're the same thing. Lisa SD09, she has a review / comparison video, so I will link her original Bronze Universal video and that one on the sidebar if you want to know the difference. But this product, I got it from the Chanel store. It's available at Chanel stores and counters, but apparently it's hard to find. I just went straight to the store because I had been hearing that people were having a hard time finding it. It comes like this, that, and then it comes with this thing on here. I keep mine on there even though it's old. And then this is the actual product. It is a cream product. I know because of the ridges here, some people have been thinking that it might be mousse, but it is in fact cream. It's a harder, dry cream. Here's a swatch of it too, by the way. But it kind of feels like if you had a chocolate bar that was just starting to melt. That's the consistency of it. And there's a swatch of it right there, and it's from a previous video, so that's why it looks so dark. But anyways, this product, I love it. Like I said, $48. You get 30 grams, 1 ounce of product, and it'll last you a long time. Here, I'll show you again. I've been using this for about 2 weeks now, every single day, and that's the dent I've made in it. So I think that a little goes a long way, and it works really well. As far as application, I have tried several different ways of applying it, and these are all of them. I tried just my fingers to start off with, and I personally am not a person who likes to touch my face too much. So applying it, even with clean hands, isn't my favorite thing to do. For me, it didn't work. I felt on me it was just a little too blotchy. I didn't have as much control as I wanted, so that didn't work for me. Next, I tried with just like a wedge, a cosmetic wedge. I did not like this method either. This product, which is normally really dummy proof, it was really hard to blend with this, and I don't think this is a good thing, in my opinion, to use with this. Next, I tried a slew of brushes. So I tried it with just like a contour blush brush. This one is from Natural Beauty. This works great. I use it mostly in the contour area, so for me this works great. To get in there. It's good. It's not bad. It's not the best one, but it's definitely not the worst. It worked just as fine. I tried it with the 188 from MAC, which is the smaller stippling brush. It works really well with this as well if you want like a lighter all over the cheek application or on your nose, whatever. It's good if you're going to do like the contour area. The only problem is since, you know, these brushes, they tend to pick up a lighter application of a lighter amount of the product. You need a lot if you want like a thick application with it. So that was my only problem with this, was if I wanted to go a little darker, I had to, you know, work with it. And then I'll mention these two because I think they're pretty comparable. The 165 and the 109 brush. Both of these are very compact and fit great in your in your little cheek area, and any part of it, like the apples, contour, or the higher part of your cheekbone, which is all the places I've tried and used this product. This one, I always use it with contour-y type things just because it, you know, moves easy and it's good to go. Not bad. This used to be my absolute favorite way of applying this. The problem is, I know the 109 is still one of my favorite brushes. I still love it. I had mentioned how a lot of people complained about it shedding, and mine wasn't shedding too much. Well, when I used it with this, I found out what people were talking about. I think since most people use this with a liquid foundation or a cream-based product, that's why they complain so much, because I think the cream grabs the bristles and makes it shed more, because when I used this with powder, I didn't have that much of a problem with shedding, but with the cream, it was like really bad. So I liked it, but it wasn't my favorite. This is my absolute favorite. This is the Chanel Touch-Up Brush number 8. It's their kabuki brush. If you have a MAC kabuki, a drugstore kabuki, I'm sure it'll work just as fine with any other kabuki. But the kabuki method is my favorite. Again, I have about 3 layers of this because I have just been recording it, but I will reapply it to show you how I do it. And if it looks dark or crazy or like too much, don't blame the product. I've just literally done this 3 times in a row, and I don't know where my wipes are right now. So what I do is I either swirl it or just tap it in, nothing major. get some product on the brush. You don't need very much at all. Kind of suck in, do silly faces. I like doing it the most like in just like my contour area. So I'll just kind of sweep it on at first, and then I'll go in and buff it in. And to me, this is really like dummy proof, because it just somehow like sinks into your skin, and you don't really need like too much work on it at all. So there you go. See what I'm saying? It's not like it's crazy. You could probably notice up here a little bit. It's probably where you would notice the most, but it just adds like a very subtle warmth to your face, where you're just like, oh, I look healthy now. So I really like that a lot. I know it's an investment. Before this bronzer, I had been using just a drugstore powder bronzer, Jane. I really recommend this if you're on a budget. I don't say that they're comparable, because obviously this is cream, and they're two different products, apples and oranges. However, if you're looking for a drugstore bronzer, I really recommend this oil-free bronzing one. It's great. I think the color is pretty similar to this one, actually. So color-wise, I guess I could compare them. But just to make sure. Yeah, see? They're about the same color. So if it's for color's sake that you really like the Bronze Universal, check out the Jane one in, I think, Sunkissed Bronze. Lisa SZ09 is working very diligently, and I thank her for trying to find a drugstore dupe. I don't know of any. The only product that I was thinking that it maybe would be comparable to is Dream Mousse Bronzer, just because, you know, they're not your traditional powder bronzer. That's really the only comparison. But I don't think that they're comparable. First of all, this is a much softer product. I bought this, and I use this more as a blush, not a bronzer, because it is highly frosty and highly shimmery. See? And this color compared to the Chanel is like different, obviously. But like this, see what I'm saying? It's like they're very frosty and shiny. I couldn't imagine using this on my whole face. Lisa tried the Rimmel Mousse Bronzer, and I think she found a match. Like I said, that'll be in the video. I believe that's in her review of it, so you can see that there. Another unexpected method that I tried using with the Bronze Universal that I read on a blog, and hopefully I could find it so I could give the girl credit, is with a fan brush. She was recommended to use it with this at the store, but she decided to pass on it. And she had tried different methods, and she had found that using the fan brush worked the best for her. And it's actually, I like it a lot too. When I'm doing it, like not so much on my contour, but more as an overall cheek color, I will use some. And then I will go over it with like this baked bronzer from Physicians Formula as like sort of a highlight. And then I look like I'm fresh off the beach. So with this one, what I do is I just kind of swirl it in there, get some on my brush, and then I just, you know, rub it on. If you haven't tried this with your fan brush yet, I highly recommend that you try it, because I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. If you have a thicker one, I have a pretty thin fan brush. But if you have one of the thicker ones, you probably would get even a better result with it. So that's really good. I recommend this for anyone who wants to invest, like I did, in a higher end bronzer. I love this bronzer. I love this bronzer. But I had wanted to invest in a higher end bronzer because I never had a high end bronzer, and I didn't think I would invest this high end, but I had seen it around a lot, great reviews from great girls who are really into quality makeup, so I trusted them, and I am very pleasantly surprised. And if you can splurge, if you don't already have a kabuki, I also recommend that you get this brush with it, because this is literally, you guys, dummy proof. Like, this just blends straight into your skin. Like, it's so subtle, but it makes such a difference. Like, once you use it, you will not live without it. It is a great product that I highly recommend. The Soleil Tan de Chanel is, again, $48, and found at any, or not, I shouldn't say any, but found at most Chanel counters, online at select places, and also at Chanel stores. Alright guys, I highly recommend it. So that is my little piece on it, and sorry this video took so long. Have a good one. Bye.